Yo! What's up, guys? Double check our audio here real quick. Yeah, looks like we're good. We are live. We are live again here on this Monday. First Monday of November. October went crazy fast. Tomorrow's the election. God. Oh, kids have off from school. I got to their school is a polling place, so my wife voted early already, and I'm excited to vote. A lot of wild stuff leading up to this election. I'm like pretty anxious about it, if I'm being honest. Just posted the announcement that the stream is live on Twitter. Let's throw it out on the Discord. Let's see. Throw it out on the Discord here. Then the Slack. Okie doke. Okie doke. Just gonna build a little momentum to our regular. I did accidentally start Framed, forgetting today was Monday and that I'd be streaming. And I was so mad because I knew from the third frame that this was the James Bond movie, but not being able to think of its name, knowing it's the one with the voodoo guy. Like was trying to guess all these. I was trying to guess all these. So I ended up doing that on my phone. Don't judge me here. We're going to Movie Pyramid. Can't count it if I was doing it off stream. Title starts with IP. Ignore articles. The does not count, so the intimidation game is an acceptable guess. A and Do not count. A Man Called Otto is an acceptable guess. Okay. And Tom Cruise. M. So all the Mission Impossibles. There's so many of those that's going to divvy that percentage up pretty good. The Mummy. The Mummy. What was the one, the sci-fi one? Not Edge of Tomorrow. Not the one he did, was it with Morgan Freeman? I remember him in this wild spacesuit. The Mummy didn't do good. Remember that. I don't know if a lot of people will guess it. Or does it make sense to go after Mission Impossible? Ooh. Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder. I don't know how I could not guess Tropic Thunder. I think a lot of people forget that he plays the like power agent. T. It's supposed to be I through P. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is why we do this to start the day. You don't want to be doing anything too important before you clear the cobwebs out. This is pretty brutal. I through P. Let's just see how many Mission Impossibles there are. Was he in all of them? I think he has been. Rogue Nation. 7.8%. What was the one where he is the pilot? And not Blow, that's Johnny Depp. Not Top Gun. Not Top Gun. No Mission Impossible. It reminded me of Blow. I can't think of what it is. Title starts with either P. Jerry Maguire, which will probably get guessed like crazy. The one he did with what's her name, the new Mary Poppins, A Quiet Place, Emily Blunt. Edge of Tomorrow, which I liked more than most. Edge of Tomorrow. Minority Report is one of my favorites. That's one of my most underappreciated sci-fi films ever. Minority Report. I love that movie. He's done a couple other what was the one where he beats the guys up in the bar? It's kind of like a more country version of Mission Impossible. Jack Reacher. H-I-J, Jack Reacher. He was the Jack Reacher. Yes. Okay. Now we're getting interesting. It seems like Elemental P, no Risky Business, Top Gun. What else? The Outsiders, right? He was in The Outsiders. Yes. O-P. O. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Zoe Kravitz. Okay, so we got her in the Batman. Has she been doing movies since 2010? Zoe Kravitz? I don't know what else Zoe Kravitz has been in outside the Batman. Oh man, and that will give me the Batman, right? Because the Batman is the only the Batman. I know that she's done some voice work. And I remember seeing her like cameo, not really cameo, just like small roles for a long time. But I'm gonna be hard pressed to name any other movies outside the Batman. Yes. Okay. I'm not the only one. They're at 30%. Uh. I'm trying to think. She's been just like the doe-eyed victim, and what was it? What was it? I was just thinking. I had just seen this movie. They're in it. Mad Max, Fury Road. Fury Road. She's one of the wives. Who killed the world? Who killed the world? Indeed. It's like I see this picture, I can only see Batman, but she was in Fury Road, shot some guns, shot some bad guys. I don't think I'm gonna get this. Yeah. Oh, Alex is in there. Mad Max. Did you guess that before I did? I know I'm gonna kick myself that I've seen her be like the lead's best friend in like a dozen movies. Does it have to be movies? It can only be movies. She was in Big Little Lies. Oh my gosh. It has to be a movie. Yeah. I know she's been in, like, I know she has voiced some things. And I know that she has done a bunch of like YA, like what is the one like Hunger Games? It's all kids, and I could not think of the lead actress's name. She's kind of like knockoff Jennifer Lawrence. This movie is very much like that, and it's a series. I think it's a 3-parter. Divergent, the series. I'm pretty sure she's in that one. I don't know if she's in the first movie. I'm pretty sure. I don't think Maze Runner. I think it's Divergent. Let's try Divergent. These, yes. Oh, that's so cool. They put them, they actually, oh, it's Divergent, not Divert. Oh, Divergence. I think is that Johnny Depp AI movie? Insurgent, Allegiant. 3 movies. I don't think she has like a prominent role. I think she's like a sidekick. That's Transcendence? What's the Ed Parent? What is Divergence? That is Transcendence. What is Divergence? I don't know why that's so funny to me. Okay, if I guess Divergent and it's she might only be in the later movies. I'm gonna guess Divergent. Okay. 7.5%. Okay. Maybe the sequels, I don't know if she's in those. That was I feel like I got pretty lucky. Title starts A through H with Halle Berry. Woo, yes, we got Divergent. What is Divergence? Divergence. Movie. Divergent. Where's Divergence? It's just pushing me to Divergent. But this showed Divergence. What is this? What is this? IMDb. Divergence. No? Yeah, okay. What is this? It's like an indie movie? Okay. I love this journey you're on today. I'm learning. Every day we're learning. We got to get to Halle Berry, though. Okay, we got to get to Halle Berry. Let's see. Halle Berry. A through H, because I think X-Men, I think Swordfish. She did Monsters Ball. Halle Berry. Picture they use here for Halle Berry. A through H. Cloud Atlas. Oh my gosh. What a pull. Cloud Atlas. 100%. That's a solid guess. That's that I would bet is like a sub 10% guess. 3%. Is that the just shy of 3.2 on Jack Reacher? Speaking of Catwoman, is that was Halle Berry's Catwoman movie The Catwoman? Catwoman. Right? She did Catwoman. I feel like that'll be pretty highly guessed. Yeah, my 90s brain goes straight to Swordfish, but she was in a couple of horror movies. A through H. Excuse me, sorry for coughing at you guys. She was in Gothica. That one is that's a horror movie, right? Catwoman's gonna get guessed like crazy. Gothica. Oh my goodness. I remember she has like, they gave her like frizzy hair. Oh my gosh. I remember the cover of that DVD. Gothica. Gothica is horror and it's great. I feel like I'm confusing it with something. Oh man, Gothica. I'm gonna have to dig into 12.5%. Really? Is that reflective of the movie's quality? Rotten Tomatoes. What do we think here? Gothica. I remember the cover. I don't think I've seen this. Downey Jr. 15%. 45% popcorn meter. The critics did not like Gothica. Okay. Clunky, foolish horror flick in which everybody but the audience is constantly caught off guard. Is Barry's scrappy wig. This is, yeah. When you said Gothica, I instantly thought of Halle Berry's hair. Instantly. And that's what this reviewer had a problem with. He did not like her hair. That sight of it. She's just kind of all frizzed up. Justin Timberlake, 3 or more word title. The Trolls? The Trolls sequel, Trolls World Tour, Trolls Band Together. He's in one of those copycat movies. Him and Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman both had like identical, like Friends with Benefits was one. Friends with Benefits, and what was the other one? 3 or more word title with JT. Trolls is a good one. I like Trolls World Tour. Band Together is the newer one. I don't know if he was in the holiday ones. Maybe they got someone else to do his voice, so I feel like that's a gamble. No Strings Attached. attached. Let's go. I'm getting carried. No strings attached. Was this the one? I think this is the one was JT, and that friends with benefits was Kutcher. Kutcher and Portman, and no strings attached is JT and Kunis. He's been going through it, dude. JT has had like a rough run, I feel. No strings attached. I whiffed. It's got to be friends with benefits. It's got to be friends with benefits, right? Oh my god, if I get it wrong on this. Yes. Okay. All right. That was 32%. And it was the top one. We should have gone Trolls. Die Another Day. Okay. Blink Twice. Yeah, these two were definite no-brainers. And here, yeah, I guess this was the strategy. This is a very unique thing. You get this with Tom, not Tom Hardy. You get this with Robert Downey Jr. Like anyone in Marvel movies, when you get them in a series where they appear so many times, where it's like, oh my god, he is Mission Impossible. But if you divide it between enough movies, it ends up being the best move. So, what was the other one? Yeah. We took a little bit of a dip here. I think we could have performed a little bit better. You saved me here with Catwoman. That would have cost me a ton of points. So, friends with benefits. The final answer here. And then, Wordle. Let's see. Plane. L and N. Okay. Let's try to get Lion. No. The N first. I want to try to get the O-I-R. Longs. Okay, that gets. I wasn't sure that would play. But we got the N in the right spot. We knock out the O and the S. G is a good letter to get in there too. R and T need to go. R and T. But we still need a vowel. U, I, and Y. L probably. I guess since it's N, we can go N-L-Y, right? Exit whatever. Would that be Winley? I don't know. X N I L. Vinyl. Oh my goodness, what a pull. No way. Oh my goodness, guys. I've never felt so carried. I don't think I would have guessed vinyl there. I wouldn't have gotten there. I would not have gotten there. But I guess eliminating OAE. We were playing with the Y. Alex in the Discord. go. Okay. All right, man, vinyl. It seems so clear when it when you say it. It's like, oh, duh. Boom, boom. All credit to Alex. Damn. I'm not pulling it. I'm not seeing it today the way I feel like I need to be seeing it. Let's get one in here because I know that I flubbed this one. Random movie. Let's just get one in here. Oh God. Okay, yeah. I'm like, let me get one that might be modern, maybe. I don't know what this is at all. Underwater scene. No Final Destinations here. Diving in water. Who is that? Is that Vin Diesel? Who is that? Tattooed. Is this Triple X? That does not look like Vin Diesel. This is an action movie. Who is that? Add it up. Is that The Rock? That looks like a stunt double of somebody. It doesn't look like anybody. That looks like general face, but it looks like The Rock's shoulder tattoo. Fast and Furious. I don't know. Ah, it's Baywatch. It was The Rock. Underwater face. It's Baywatch. Let's go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Here we are. Shake it off. Guys, I got rattled there. In the movie pyramid. Shot my confidence. Let's go. Let me pull up my list. We're gonna get to work. We're picking up on our building up our influencer list. Okay, so the list as it stands right now, right here. Big list of TikTok movie reviewers. I'm going into YouTube and I'm noticing some people when I search on YouTube, people that I'm familiar with from TikTok. Will this be a problem? Okay. Entertain. Let's see. Movie review. I don't know. Do I want to see movie review podcast? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I want that like people talking movie bitches. The Movie Bitches podcast.
Cheers.
Let's see. So
Welcome to Movie Bitches. I'm April.
And together we are the Movie Bitches.
This is our YouTube channel where we like to...
So just to catch you guys up again, I'm working on this project to try to put together... I got to put together this list. I got to try to put together a budget. I'm hoping that I might be able to do this for free. Depending on what channel we can get interested in this idea. We're essentially going to be making a short video that helps build the world that we're creating for this audio drama, in which a person is cast to be the next, essentially Tom Cruise, or a James Bond. Like, who's going to be the next James Bond in this fictional world? So we're going to create a video of different movie content creators, influencers, arguing about who their favorite actor in this series has ever been, rank them, which one's their favorite movie, how the franchise is going. Essentially create the series of content that showcases the familiar tropes of how people discuss meaningful movies and make it feel real. So we're going to make this montage of a bunch of different creators having conversations about a a movie franchise that we created. So the email ask is going to be very interesting, but we essentially just need to start by hand building a list of creators that we want to reach out to see if they might be interested in producing something like this. So I think the visual of people just talking about movies is essentially what we're going for. It'll feel familiar and it'll give it weight, that people will start to think about the Double Cross franchise and Jack Steller, the character that they're casting. So let's work together, build out this list. I'm just going to be browsing YouTube for different entertainment podcasts, entertainment, movie reviewers, and searching for things similar, adjacent keywords, and see if we can't build out a list of like mid-size creators. I can't really reach out to the big guys because it'll be almost impossible to contact them, and then the likelihood that they'll be interested in working with a little indie outfit could be very challenging. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're gonna do. We're starting here with Movie Bitches. I already like it. I already like what I'm seeing. Seems they are very, very dedicated with over 1,000 videos, but what their setup is pretty modest yet familiar. So I like what I'm seeing already. And essentially what we'll do when we do these searches and it suggests different creators to us in the YouTube search, we'll just open up their profile page, get an idea as to how big they are, watch a piece of their content to see if like them doing a version of it for us would foot the bill. We open here, this one about Twister.
Is retro review. Tonight, by special request, we are reviewing Twister. The original, not Twisters, the new movie that is coming out imminently. I don't think I really have plans to watch.
That's so much information.
Well, anyway, this is a special request by Lady Catherine de Bourgh, Jeff, the God of Biscuits. Insert clip here.
So then the Romans came along with gods that they'd borrowed from the Greeks. They invaded Greece and conquered them and stole all their gods and renamed them with Roman names. Because the Roman gods before that were kind of crap. Jeff, the God of Biscuits.
So, first things first, shout out again to Jeff, God of Biscuits. I don't know your actual name. Maybe it's Jeff. I don't think it is. But that doesn't matter. Thank you so much for your support and your...
So I'm already in. These guys seem very relatable, and that's going to be part of the thing. Part of the equation is that these people might be interested in a unique, interesting idea. They seem to love making their content. Over 1,000 videos just set up here to have a discussion. I think this would work great. So let's add them here. And essentially, I'm just going to be adding usernames. And then after flushing out a list, I'll revisit their profiles to see if we can't find contact information. The Blackbusters. 258 videos. Podcast focus on reviewing, celebrating, and reliving, critiquing Black film. Interesting. From the movies we all know and love to those hidden gems, there's no movie too big or too small to be praised or roasted. Okay, let's see here. First, Purge, Do the Right Thing. Bones. Yeah.
Big box cinema movies, and we are reimagining them if they were starring Black actors and a Black cast. So imagine Back to the Future, and imagine Back to the Future would be like if Marty McFly was Black. Imagine Pretty Woman, where Julia Roberts is Black. So we're gonna have Andrew and a couple of hosts, some people you've seen on the original Blackbusters feed. They are all going to be.
There might be something here. This might be something here. Like, especially that the piece of content that he's describing is like, what if Jack Steller was Black? Would be this very natural thing for them to make. That could be really funny. And then you have to keep representation in mind here. It's funny how, like, especially when I was looking on TikTok, I don't know what this means about TikTok specifically, but generally the people that have entertainment podcasts talking about movies are typically like white men. It's usually two white nerds arguing. So it is like right here we have these guys on this list. These are two super familiar guys from both their TikTok and their YouTube channel. Raiders of the Lost podcast. And there's loads of these that don't have any visual component. It's just people talking over video. Filmmakers on films. Let's see. These guys. It's the no-see-em types. These random ones get in here. Theory Smack. And I want someone larger. The Escape Pod. These guys I would definitely want to reach out to. They were at the top of my TikTok list. The moment I think of like nerds arguing over like, a lot of their stuff is like comics, but they love arguing the minutia. Nerd erotic. Over 1 million subs. Like I would never, yeah. As they point that out in the thumbnail, I would never be able to reach these people. Let's see. Where'd my music go? Most underrated movies. That is Gosling from The Place Beyond the Pines, I believe. That one looks like. Got a whole bunch of movie review podcasts. The Blockbusters are appearing up several times. The History of Everything. JRE. Yeah, some of these mystery recap. 4 million.
Mystery recapped here. Today, I'm going to explain a Korean fantasy film called The Miracle.
Let me switch up the search. This is not getting me what I wanted to. Let's do like James Bond casting. Let's see who's actually making content. Film is now Rich Eisen. That's where it gets hard, is when you get these the companies, like these highly produced shows, Screen Rant. That's hard to compete with these guys. Joe Plo Originals. No, thank you. Dutch Bond fan. Do we ever see this guy? It doesn't look like it. That's gonna be a no. Ranked iconic cinema, only 3K. The American Gazette. Let's see. James Bond casting podcast or rank maybe. I want people giving hot takes. Critical Drinker. Here we go. Calvin Dyson.
Good evening, Mr. Bond fans, and welcome once again to Ranking to End All Ranking.
I've seen this guy.
Well, ranking each of the cinematic actors who have played James Bond, and quite honestly, this is a video that I've been daunting for quite some time. I mean, when you're as deep into the Bond fandom as so many of us are, it feels dirty to have to choose between all these different guys who've played James Bond. It's like having a bunch of cool uncles that you like for different reasons. One's better at telling jokes, one's always ready for an adventure, one's always crying. You know, it's just like... This is actually a list of 3 videos that I'm going to be making on the subject.
This guy would be awesome to get. This guy makes like honest to goodness
This guy has the most crazy...
James Bond content. Like he just loves it. This is all James Bond. This guy would be great. Oh, we gotta get him. We gotta get him. Definitely getting Calvin Dyson. Calvin Dyson, critical drinker. Sean Chandler talks about it. I already added him over here. Auto Swede. For Sean Chandler. James Bond henchman ranked. Okay.
I ran into a problem. Seems to come Gustav Graves, and we have.
Does he not appear in his videos? This just ends up being a killer. It doesn't. I don't need like crazy production value or anything. Clearly, John. I don't. Is this Campia? This guy I recognize a lot. It's crazy. I would have thought this guy. Like I know who this person is. He's always making viral content about particularly about like casting decisions. I've seen a ton of his stuff. Iconic Cinema, Screen Rant, Smasher. This is where it's like you end up getting a better product more consistently on TikTok. They're just regular people. Just get drowned out with movie star bites, Screen Rant Plus. Like, come on now. Dalibor Trular?
Is it just me or there's a bear here holding?
That was my pitch. 239 subscribers. Need something a little bit larger. Josh Horowitz.
It's happening.
Can you believe it? We've finally done it. Look at us.
Look it up. We did it.
We did it. I am happy, not sad or confused. Maybe confused. No, I'm not.
We'll see about that by the end of this, how you're feeling.
All the celebrities love you. I see you all over the place.
To me, that sounds like you don't get it. You're like, but I don't get it.
No.
I'm Kevin Feige and I don't get it.
No, I don't get it. No, I don't get it. No,
Very
I do.
sweet. That's very nice of you.
You've been around for a long time. You're like part of the family.
That's very sweet of you to say.
I see you everywhere, man. That happy, sad, confused shit puts you over the top. You're everywhere. You're like Baby Yoda on the internet.
It's true than me.
Yes.
Winona, it's so good to see you.
The best.
Is this crazy that I don't know who this is?
I know you're a big YouTube fan.
I'm not familiar with Happy, Sad, Confused.
First person there.
He was the first one. That's right.
What do you subscribe to? The Josh Horowitz channel. I wasn't even asking for that, but I appreciate that.
Let's throw him on there. All right. If I'm not, I feel like I have a pretty good finger on the pulse, but I do have my blind spots, clearly. Josh Horowitz. Luigi Simo. Casting photo shoot. Norton, let's compare. BamTube movies. All right, what do you got? This guy might. Uh-oh, where'd it go?
Here is your nerdy news wrap-up for January 3rd, 2023. He might be a young version of Tony. Starfield still launching this year. Aaron Taylor Johnson has met about Bond. System Shock remake dropping in March. Casting is underway for Gladiator 2. Casting also underway for Fantastic Four. Sherlock creator would love to come back. First look at Boston Strangler. First trailer for The Consultant.
Now, this person, although might not be the most recognizable, ton of videos. This guy is going to speak in the language that we want. Like, this is going to feel genuine. You might not recognize him in particular, but I think this guy, like, this might be where the value is, you know? Someone who is clearly has a love for what they do that'll make it really easy for them to do it. But that I should be able to get in touch with much more reliably the person with 5,000 subscribers than 5 million, right? Yeah. Pardon me. Here comes the big yawn. Ooh. Woo. I'm not tired. You're tired. Ugh. The as much as I love gaining the extra hour, I still feel like no matter what change, when there is a change, that it's just like, even when I feel like it works my way, that it like is a destabilizing. Oh, Squid Game 2 comes out Christmas. Jesse Grant, who are you, Jesse Grant?
So I think we are all in agreement that She-Hulk was the most viral and the most evident example of the decline of the MCU, because up until that point...
This guy talks like a YouTuber.
For example, I used to be someone that drank a lot of energy drinks, and I knew it wasn't the best thing for me, so I slowly worked my way down to just coffee. And that's the idea of criticism. Also kind of means that we don't want to... So saying when...
So, I like this guy for his subscriber count. He's got a ton of videos. Like, this is all great. I guess I should still. I think what I want specifically is people giving opinions rather than like analyzing the divisive hot topics in entertainment media. This guy is more laying things out news style than he is giving hot takes, is what it seems.
So it seems we can no longer go a week or two
drafts, with Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy
2025. And while that seems to be news that she isn't fired, if you actually analyze the quote, it may mean she is being told to leave Lucasfilm. However, they have to do it in a soft firing kind of way.
Okay.
So I think we are all in agreement
where this guy is mostly not on the screen. Let's play with the idea. Let's lean into inclusion here. Oh, did that go all the way back to the top? Movie review podcast. James Bond casting. What else? Let's do Dr. Doom casting. I want like the people that are really up. Like, I want to get to the casting decisions that were like crazy, and see who made really good content, and try to replicate, you know, that response. See what happens here.
They announced who's playing him. I'm being honest, the whole thing just sort of drained me. I said multiple times that I wasn't going to be doing a video about it because just thinking about it bummed me out. But now that some time has passed and I've thought about it some more, I realize that I still have some things to say, and I come to the conclusion that I don't like it. I still don't.
This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. To a T. To a T. Troyo Boyo.
It's Doom?
I guess we don't want to lean too much into comic necessarily. But who is creating content here? Loud Vision Productions. Captain Midnight.
So
this seems like a general entertainment.
And it shouldn't. It's totally harmless. People in the TikTok comments seem to even like it, but it just bothers me. It was uploaded by Disney Studios in June of 2023, and the description promises viewers that they will...
Not seeing this guy. We need to see him. Troy Magnus, 2 million subs.
I don't believe it. So I'm gonna have to see it to believe. Understand this. I absolutely.
Actor, model, voiceover talent. All right, well, it can't hurt. Can't hurt. This guy definitely has the gravitas. On. Casting. This AI? What am I looking at here? All right, Tyrus Magnus, Captain Midnight, the Nando cut.
Well, it's from, you know, the Fantastic Four universe. I have a feeling. I'm going to say some things about Fantastic Four that I don't know.
I think that's the thing, is I don't want to have too much comic book representation. What's been the last big casting decision? Let's see, movie franchise casting. Franchise. This is all how-to casting. Daryl Dixon as in Red Dead. I don't think this is getting to where I want it to. Dream casting, here we go. Okay, movie dream casting. Dreamcast. Okay, here we go. This might be what we're looking for. Then we can stay a little bit more away from just the comic Marvel-y movies, DC. This might get us to the content we want. What culture wrestling? Vanity Fair, Apple TV, Dammy Lee. That is. It's about Silo. Casting YouTubers.
Pop the popcorn, put on your comfiest pajamas.
What are their other pieces of content? Do they ever talk about pop culture? Doesn't look like it. I mean, this seems like a lot of fun. Oh, reading your dating horror stories and I see the Spy Kids. Oh, that's Halloween. They're thumbs. 230 videos. Talking candidly about navigating your 20s with your friends through different phases of life. Probably just a little outside of what we're looking for. We want something more specifically entertainment. So I think it'll be It'll be especially weird to ask people to do something that is outside of their content style. I think that's why it would work. Yeah, dream casting movie. So that is the phrase not used enough. Reboot and cast. What's this? Bopping.
Bridgerton costumes don't just define the fashion in the Regency era, as the dresses also say a lot about the characters and what to expect in future seasons. However, many things aren't adding up for book Looking Forward, which afraid leaks. She also had a long...
Don't see this creator. That's unfortunate. I think that's what I want, though, is kind of... I want to see some gossipy stuff. The stage door... Maybe that's what I should be looking for. Gossip content creators. Authentic content that entertains and informs. Vast community of people all walks of life. Okay, let's see.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the dark, comfy room. I headed to my local movie theater and I was just like, what's out? I was shocked. Based off of all the discourse about this on the internet, I was like fully expecting it to be a hate watch. And honestly, I kind of wanted it to be a but no, it had the audacity to actually be good in a fun, easy viewing time.
This is awesome. This is definitely something that I'm looking for. The stage door. The stage door. I think, yeah, I think we're broadening things here a little bit. Some that might not necessarily just do movies. It seems like there's this weird overlap between exclusively like comic book content when it comes to like, I guess nerds are gonna nerd, right? The Last of Us, HBO, that's 4 years ago. 1 million+ subscribers, I wish. Dream mining? Dork Diaries? Disney Dreamcasting? Bucket List Duo. Only 31 videos. A little bit more than that, I feel. Getting into a lot of shorts here. All right, but let's see. We've got 13 YouTube creators, another 20 TikTok reviewers, pop culture TikTok. That was more, I guess I've been putting them all in the same two, let's just call these YouTube series. Morgan P. Talks. Reality TV, pop culture. Let's move past Love is Blind. Is it all reality TV? Come on. Come on, give me something here. He diddy. Maybe not. Maybe not. Jordan the Stallion 8. This guy, yes. Now, if there was a way I could look at like creators like this creator, goodness. Woo! Another big yawn done on camera. Don't do anything with that. Last thing I need is a montage of me yawning endlessly. No, not Dr. Doom. Let's do. I didn't search for James Bond casting. Let's see what we get. Fan casting the next James Bond movie. Here we go.
My fan casting for James Bond 26.
Guy's yeah, this guy's a James Bond guy. Yes. Okay, let's add this guy. I would kind of put him in the smaller potatoes category, and then probably gonna have to sort these by their size. Cinema blend.
Playing the role of James Bond has become a huge.
Bygone Jake.
Playing the role of James.
Not that anyone asked, but here's who I think should play.
Some seems to make. I like that. I like the start of that video. Walsh. Can a non-Brit play Bond? This guy's a douche. Let's get. I need a big video. I need big videos.
Fuck.
All right, that's more of a meme. These guys, who are these? Pulp Kitchen? Pulp Kitchen podcast. Some of my favorite movie content. Let's make sure these guys are here. Yes. They play a lot of games, guess the movie type games.
What is the worst film you've seen in the past year?
Napoleon. It's rubbish.
Quite disappointing, wasn't it?
It is rubbish. It looks amazing, but so does the colour teal. You know what I mean? It's not. You can't just. Do better. Oh, he fell off his horse. He's not good at get a grip. Do better. Tell the story. Do better with Napoleon. Rubbish.
Great battle scenes for the Boomer Dads.
Love the horses. And but apart from that, really just disappointing.
Which Harry Potter film is the best?
The only answer to this question is the
Goblet of Fire.
That is the best film.
Rogue choice.
Yeah, I'm a rogue guy. You know, don't try and pin me down because I'm gonna get weird with it, and that is the only answer to that question.
It's a great question.
Actor working today.
Carey Mulligan. She's a movie star, and I like movie.
Do you know what where I've noticed that you do hear clipped British accents is on train announcements. Southern Railway is like, this is the Southern Service to Brighton. She says Brighton with a
calling at Clapham Junction,
Haywards Heath,
East Croydon,
Essex,
and London
the
Victoria.
Paddington one, the one that goes Great Western Railway that runs west through Paddington to Reading and.
Let's stick with the movies. This is funny.
Guess the movie from its Italian film title. Tradotto. Love translated.
Lost in Translation.
Correct. Simile. Can you guess the movie from the sound?
Well, I think you should be sorry, for Christ's sake. A family member dies, and you insult me. What the hell is the matter with you, anyway?
I was chuckling to that one.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Film is overrated. Yeah, it's like. Now writing this communication is gonna be a little difficult. I'm probably gonna have to bounce it around quite a bit, but it's like I'm gonna be sending it to so many different people. we essentially want them to dig into the lore of Double Cross. And I don't know if I'd write something for them, but it'd be like, rank the Double Cross, your top 10 favorite Double Cross movies, or like, what is your least favorite Double Cross movie? And the two of them have an argument over one of their picks. They take it personal, and it's like that's a very normal exchange to see here, is to be surprised, but it's all about like the love of movies and TV and a few other things. But it'll make a lot of sense that anything that you see them discussing, it's immediately going to be like, okay, these things are relevant, right? And I think that that'll come across within a few seconds of seeing the video, and then discussing something, even though you're not familiar with it, you'll understand that it is. If it's something they're speaking about, then it's relevant.
I thought Longlegs was really good. I really, really enjoyed my time with it, and it was scary.
It is scary,
I think that film is really good at invading your personal space. It's shot, it really is very good at making you feel like you're right there in the room, in the house. When something is really close to you, it really gets in your face. When someone is standing right there, I feel personally attacked. Nicolas Cage gets wonderfully, completely lost in this role. I genuinely almost think if you hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known. And not because I don't like Nicolas Cage, more that he's just brilliantly strange and weird and unsettling.
And I've heard it both ways. I've heard a lot of people say what he's saying, and I've heard a lot of people be frustrated that it's like, of course it was Nicolas Cage. Like, a lot of people not being impressed, like agitated at how it's getting praised right now. I would love to see it. This guy I recognize. Movie review man.
As most people know now, we are getting a Scary Movie 6. That begs the question, what movies should Scary Movie 6 pull from? So by the time Scary Movie 6 comes out, it's going to be 13 years since we got our last...
Let's copy this guy. Username. Movie review man. This guy again. It seems right to give someone that is super into James Bond a chance to create this content. It becomes so natural. This guy likes making lists. Now this would be really handy. The top 10 greatest movies of all time.
Top 10 greatest movies of all time according to Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm gonna tear this list apart. Number 10 is On the Waterfront. Now, On the Waterfront changed the way people act in movies forever. Okay.
Now this guy also might be hard to reach. 2 million followers. Oh my god. I can put this guy down, but I'm never gonna be able to reach him. Darn. But it's like, I really want to get I don't need the person to be identifiable. But if, like, right here, this face with the list is like instantly, you understand, like, it feels real because it is so familiar. Walk and talk? Deepfake sketch comedy. Okay. I don't think we're interested in deepfakes. Andrew's visual. Another 2 mil. 2 mil. Not this guy not verified.
This is the 100% correct Mount Rushmore of video game characters. Let's just not pretend here, get the obvious one right out the way. Mario is by far the most iconic video game.
Okay. Who's this guy gonna go for? Of course, Mario. Maybe Link. I would probably say Link. They can't do all Nintendo. Maybe Kratos, God of War. Maybe Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Sonic, right? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Video game character of all time. There is no doubt in anyone's mind that he pick. I'm going to give you all time. There is no doubt in anyone's mind that he should be making the Mount.
You've got Pac-Man.
After every pick, I'm going to give you a couple honorable mentions, and for this round, I'm going with Pac-Man. And if you count it, any of the Tetris blocks. They kind of started gaming.
Any of the Tetris blocks.
However, you cannot have Mario on that Mount Rushmore without having.
Yeah, arguable.
I just think
arguable. We haven't had a meaningful Sonic title in forever.
It's wrong. Game kind of characters, but I don't think they've been in enough games to count. However, you talk about recognizable.
Yep. Pokemon's the most valuable IP in the world.
Super Boy Star Child. I'll definitely go with Link, maybe from Zelda, or even Master Chief from Halo.
Yeah.
However, my last pick has to be the GOAT, the best.
Wow, Steve
from Minecraft.
Wow.
This
okay.
Is insane. He comes from arguably, in my opinion, the greatest video game of all time.
Andrew's visual, let's add him on here. Wouldn't it be wild if we got one of these big dogs? That would be bananas. Andrew's visual, it's not copying. But this sort of like green screen style with the headphones works.
Oh my god, you wouldn't believe who they chose to be the new James Bond.
Human, no resource.
Oh my god, you wouldn't believe who they chose to be the new James Bond. But first, let me show you what we were working with before. Let's talk about it. Sean Connery, the OG, rest in peace.
Definitely added. Human, no resource. Needing to scroll again. Nine Honey. I don't know what Nine Honey is. Byron and Pace, two gullible housemates, YouTube and Spotify. So this sounds like this is what I'm going for here. This is my comfort zone. Sort of podcasty presentation.
Nope or dope, guys that like comic book superheroes.
Oh, that's cute.
I love comic books. I love Iron Man.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Yes!
Yes.
It's a bit icky.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm kind of off him now. The new Marvel kind of sucks. Yeah. Like, the original Marvel.
Get your whole collection of Marvel comic books like in the oven.
Yeah. No, I...
Watch All Out. Watch All Out. Let's see. #1 podcast for gay conversation. Okay, let's hey, watch this without losing my place. See what they're talking about pop culture.
The top that you see a lot of when she's in the cafe and she bangs her hands on the table. But the day I found that, I was like, that's the top. Yeah. And I'd start jumping around.
Billy T. News stories you might have missed. This guy just does headline commentary. This might work.
If you hate singer James Blunt and want to ruin his life, when being so millennial it almost kills you, a hiker who was lost for over 24 hours consistently ignored calls to their mobile phone from the rescuers because it was from an unknown number. Calls from an unknown number, or just calls in terror.
All right. I think that's gonna do it today. We've got a really healthy list that I think that I can start drafting the comms that I want to do. We'll double back to get all the emails, and I'm afraid that part one, the first tricky part is just getting people to open the email based on the subject. Are we going to get drowned out? Larger creators are going to get a lot of inquiries, paid or otherwise. That the odds of them, opening our communication is slim at, on its face, and then explaining it concisely yet clearly enough that people get excited about the idea, because I do think people will find it fun, creating this content with an indie studio, a medium that we're bringing to a lot of people, in audio fiction. I think people would be interested in it. So I think that the way that we can effectively communicate this to this group, can we get them to open the email? Can we convince them to reply to us and create a dialogue? Will be huge. So I'm going to build that email, and I'll probably think about sending my first batch out on Wednesday. I don't know if we'll do that on stream, but we'll fire that off. I want to thank everybody for stopping by today. If you're still in the chat, thank you very much. And I've got a couple more things coming later in the week. I'm going to be scheduling things as Rachel and Chris come back from their wedding. Karen and I believe Simone traveled there as well. A bunch of the GSG team was at their wedding. And I have a bunch of conversations that I want to get people in on, and a few other pieces of content that we have lined up. So thanks for joining me again today, guys. And we'll catch you next week. Let's get our outro screen up, and we'll see you next time.